Hey everyone, Gobotch here, back today with a brand new video for CrossfireX. This is the beta that has just come out today. Earlier I posted, before I went to work, I posted my video talking about my first impressions with my first actual gameplay and match posted on the channel. And today this video is all about everything you need to know currently about the CrossfireX Beta. How do you get involved? How long is it going to last? What modes are involved? And what does the game play like? Sound, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to just break everything down for you, give you everything you need to know about the beta for CrossfireX. Alright, so getting into the beta itself, if you want to play it today or tomorrow before it goes dark on the 24th, the way you have to do that on Xbox, for Xbox users only. This is, again, only for Xbox currently. It's been said to be possibly a timed exclusive. It may eventually make its way to PC and PlayStation later down the road, but as of right now, the only confirmation we have is it's Xbox only, and if you want to play the beta early before the 25th, so the 23rd and the 24th, today and tomorrow, or sorry, 22nd and 23rd, today and tomorrow, you have to become an Insider Insider Hub member. So you need to go on your Xbox, go down into the apps, download the Xbox Insider Hub app, join into that, and then on your far left, you're going to see items you can download, which you're probably seeing on your screen right now, and you just click the CrossfireX Beta. Then it gives you access to that. Then it sends you to the store page. You install the beta, and you're golden. You can play 2 days early before everybody else. After that, again, it's going to be out today, the 22nd, and then the 23rd. Wednesday, the 24th, the game will go dark, assuming for patches, server maintenance, whatever they need to be doing for the game. And then it'll be back from the 25th through the 28th, open for everybody on Xbox. So if you couldn't get your hands on it early from the Insider Hub, which everybody should be able to do, or maybe you're too busy, you'll still have a chance at this before it's all said and done. So it'll basically be live all week through the 28th, except for Wednesday, the 24th. That's the only day it will not be live. So if you want to get your hands on it, give it a shot. I recommend it. Go have a good time with it. But let's talk about when you get into CrossfireX, what can you do? What modes are in game? And you're going to be seeing snippets in the background of the 3 different modes as we talk about it. So the first mode, which I jumped into, is your Counter-Strike basic mode. It's called Classic Team Match. Okay, not deathmatch. It's not search and destroy. It's basically your typical, CS:GO attack and defend. One team is the attackers with the bomb that have to plant the bomb on either site A or B, and then you have the defending side that has to basically eliminate all the other team or keep them from planting the bomb. That way you don't have to worry about the defuse. So it works the same way as CS:GO. The movement is very similar as well. There's no ADSing and there's no sprint in Classic Team Match on the Black Widow map. So the best way you can get around is moving to your sidearm or clicking the right stick down and switching over to your melee knife or axe, whichever you have. And that way you can move around the map a lot quicker. But again, moving around the map, especially if you have your headphones on, you can hear people's movement and all that, those types of things. So it's pretty easy to spot people out and do some things. But that map overall, Black Widow map, I think is really well designed, plays really, really well. Again, it's very CS:GO similar, but the only main difference there is there's no economy system in Classic as of right now. It's loadout based. So you have your M4 loadout, you have your AK loadout, you have a shotgun loadout, an LMG loadout, and a sniper loadout. Each of those is different in its own way with, of course, your weapon you're starting with, and then you have a different pistol between the Deagle and the Glock, and then you can have a smoke or a frag and all those types of things as well. So instead of it being economy-based, like CS:GO or Valorant or what Warface Breakout is doing, Classic Team Match in CrossfireX is loadout based, which I think is fine. It's different and it still plays like the game mode I want it to play, and it's pretty dang fun. I mean, it does take some getting used to for the non-ADS and non-sprinting, but for those Halo vets like myself that have played the game, played Halo back in the day and whatnot, and are used to that kind of non-ADS feel, a couple matches in, you'll be fine. I do recommend, for me personally, I had to lower the ADS for the sensitivity for just looking and stuff. That way I wasn't snapping all over the place with everything, because there is, from what I can tell, there's not much, if any, aim assist, which I think is working in its benefit right now. Now, moving on from that, You have your second mode in the game, which is currently in the Classic playlist, which is on Laboratory. And this is your Spectre game mode. And this is not just another map for you. This is a completely different game mode where one team is the Spectres while the other team is, I can't remember the name of them, but you have two different teams. One team, their objective is to kill all of the Spectres and keep them from planting the bombs and all that type of stuff. So similar to Team Match from Classic and Black, the Widow map. But the main difference with the Spectre game mode, as you can see in the background, is if you are the Spectre team, you basically are ghosts. You don't have any weapons outside of a knife. You could pick up smoke grenades and things like that as well. But you're basically, you don't have a actual any color to you. You're translucent. You're invisible, basically. So as you're running around the map trying to plant the bomb at either site on Laboratory, the other team is trying to hunt you down and kill you. But the only thing they can see is your outline kind of moving around. And it's not a one-hit kill with a knife either. It takes usually about 2 hits, maybe 3, depending on how good you get them. So as you're running around the Spectres, it kind of gives me Splinter Cell vibes from Double Agent and Chaos Theory, I believe it was. So Chaos Theory. So it kind of gives me that Splinter Cell kind of feel to it, but it's really, really fun. More fun probably than I was expecting it to be. But I had a really good time playing in Spectre mode on Laboratory, because again, you have that one team that's running around with Spectres. They're invisible. They're trying to plant the bomb and kill all the other people, because again, you're severely underpowered. The only thing you have going for you is you're invisible, so it's hard for people to see you. And if you're standing completely still for a certain amount of time, you literally do go completely invisible until you move at all. And then once you move, people can see your outlines and stuff like that again. So it's really fun just kind of running around, trying to knife everybody. And then if you're the other team, you have your weapons you can choose from. So you can kill the Spectres pretty easily, but they can get the jump on you, and it can be pretty dang scary at times as well. But it's a really fun mode. Check that one out. That's Laboratory. That's a second Classic map. It's called Spectre mode. And that moves me to the third mode that's currently in the beta. And that is basically your big team, or they call it Capture. And that's on the third map you have, and this is like a capture point, kind of like a domination, or just any capture mode you see in any type of FPS out there. So to start the game, you have points A and B, and both teams are fighting over A and B, trying to capture that to get points. And then at a certain point in the match, the map basically opens up to a point C, because the building explodes, and you have to rappel from that building down to the rest of the map down below. And move into a new area. And the main difference of this mode is there is sprinting with the left stick, and there is aiming down sights, which is not in either of the other two modes. So if you want to get into the ADS and the more Call of Duty-esque feeling game, that third mode that is in the Modern playlist, go check that out. It's the Modern playlist. It's called Capture. It's on the GR Tower map, and I think it's really, really fun. It's a lot different. It's a respawn mode. The other two modes in Classic were not respawn modes. It's a 1 life mode per round. In GR on Modern, that is a respawn mode, so you can jump, respawn. There is some issues with that where you do get spawn killed from time to time, because people just camp your spawns, and you don't really change that. So that could be a bit frustrating, but the main difference there is, again, ADSing and sprint. And you get like these ability points as you get kills throughout the round, so you can spend those on your offense, your defense, or your recovery, which either helps you with recovering health at a quicker rate, doing more reload speeds, all those types of things as well. And then you can unlock like a riot shield and stuff, so it's really different from the other two modes, and it's pretty unique. And I like that mix. There's a mix of modes you can play in. It's not just one mode you're stuck with. They have your classic CSGO type of mode, of course, with what they have on the Black Widow map. They have your kind of, cops and robbers, you kind of, that kind of system right there you have right now or kind of like your Spec Ops mode from Double Agent or Chaos Theory from Splinter Cell, where one team's stealthy, one team is all guns out, and you're trying to hunt each other down and kill each other. And then you have your modern, typical capture mode that you have in most FPS games, with the Modern playlist on the GR Tower and capture mode, and that's a lot of fun as well. So it's got a lot for everybody there, and they do say that more will be coming when the game launches later this year in 2020. So I'm looking forward to all of that. Currently in game, there is no cosmetics that you can buy or anything like that. There's no stats, from what I can tell, outside of your leveling. But overall, it's got a lot in there for you. 3 maps, 3 distinct separate modes. 2 classic with non-ADS and non-sprint, 1 modern with ADS and sprint. So there's quite a bit for you there to jump in and play over the next week. Again, the beta is right now, currently today and tomorrow, only through the Insider Hub. Wednesday the 24th, it is dark and down, and then the 25th, it'll be back up for everybody through the remainder of the weekend through the 28th. So if you want to get your hands on the CrossfireX Beta, go do that if you want to jump in and join in the fun. But thank you all so much for tuning in today as we did tell you everything you need to know currently about the CrossfireX Beta. And can't wait to hear more about the official release of the game coming hopefully very, very soon. But if you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up, comment down below with your thoughts. Feel free to join the Gobotch family and subscribe as we're on the road now, y'all, to 10,000 subs. But thank you all so much for being here. Please stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you all back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.